What is up, guys? We're back again with another video, and as you know, we're covering the current banners that are coming up really soon. In fact, when I post this video, it's going to be, I think, a few hours before these banners drop. So I wanted to cover Camellya, because this character is extremely important for your account. This character can make your account a lot better if you do not have her already. And there's going to be Shorekeeper after, and there's going to be Cantarella. So they're very important characters that we need to talk about. And they're characters that can make very massive changes to your account and make it either a lot better, or in certain situations, if you don't pick up certain characters, it could make your account even worse or make the game harder to play. Now, that being said, if you guys like the video, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's anything I missed in this video. And I wanted to enter this video by saying, guys, pull for whatever characters you want. I like to just say this in every one of these videos, just to make it clear, guys. I'm not telling you what character to pull. I'm pretty much just giving you guys like a little, I guess, somewhat kind of guidance in a way, or just showing you guys the cons and the pros of getting certain characters so you can like help make a decision on what character you would like to get. So yeah, pull for whatever characters you want. It's a video game, play to have fun. Don't stress about the meta too much. It's not like you like most of the things in this game. If you don't mid-max, maybe you lose an extra 50 astrites or maybe even an extra 100, so you don't have to stress yourself too much about it. Now let's talk about Camellya. We're going to be talking about the goods about Camellya first, and we'll get into the bads about Camellya. Now, Camellya is one of the most important characters I think any account could have. Now, me saying this, I don't currently have Camellya, but my account is established in a way where I don't need her to clear content because I have other characters that are like on the level, or even some that are even better than Camellya at certain things, right? But what makes Camellya so good and so important for your account? Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is that she can clear both endgame modes of Withering Waves currently, which is Tower of Adversity, and Whimpering Waste extremely well. Like, she has really good single target damage, she has really good AoE, she has high damage output. Like, Camellya is very strong. She can take on both Wiwa and Whimpering Waste, and these are the two most endgame modes that we have, and they reset I think monthly, so you're gonna want to like clear them just to get your rewards before they reset, right? Having this character on your account is going to make it that much easier. Now that we're talking about it, she has extremely high damage output. Camellya right now is still one of the highest damaging characters that we have in Withering Waves, which is what makes her like do those modes so much more, I guess, efficient, right? She's also she has good AoE. This is what makes her so good in Whimpering Waste, is that not only does she have the high damage, but she has good AoE at the same time, and she also has good single target at the same time, which is what makes her good for TOA, or Tower of Adversity, if you don't know what I mean. So yeah, high damage, good AoE, she works in both endgame events, she has good single target, she's a very good character. Now, one of the most amazing things about this character is that she doesn't even need her signature weapon to be outputting this much damage. She can do this all with the free-to-play sword on the standard banner, which makes it very accessible to the majority of players, right? Not only can you get it off the standard banner, but you can also get it from that free pack at level, I think, 45. If you chose it, there you go. You will have one of her strongest weapons that you don't even need to worry about the other ones, which makes this character very, I guess, free-to-play friendly, right? Being able to get a free-to-play weapon on a character that can be doing this much work on your account is extremely valuable. But that's not the best thing about Camellya. The thing is, her best team is also extremely free-to-play, because in her best team, one of the characters that you do run is Sanhua. If you guys don't know, Sanhua is a chick with the tacit mark in her eye. She buffs a shit ton of basic attack damage, and Camellya feeds off basic attack damage. She loves it. That does everything for Camellya. So Sanhua, which is a free-to-play character that you get 100% free just playing the game, it's progressing the story, is one of her strongest supporting characters. Now, the good thing about Sanhua is that Sanhua doesn't require a lot of investment. All you really need is the Impermanence Hair and Echo set on her, just so you can debuff everybody and throw a bunch of attack forward and damage forward to Camellya, and Camellya will do the rest. All you really need Sanhua for is her outro and her Echo set. That is it. You don't even need to worry about anything else on Sanhua. If you have certain weapons, can make her rotations like a little bit faster or a little bit smoother and make up for mistakes, but she doesn't need them. And since Camellya dishes out so much damage, and she can do all the AoE, all the single target and everything, you do not need to even build Sanhua for that team, because the damage buff that she throws out doesn't get increased by you making her stronger, it doesn't increase that. But if you're struggling with certain content, obviously investing into Sanhua would be better, because then she can help Camellya clear. But the thing is, for most contents, you won't even need to worry about that, because Camellya will just be doing most of the work for you. So you just invest into Camellya and she will be doing the work. The other character that you run on that team is going to be Verena, or Shorekeeper, which I'm going to be making a video on as well. So Verena and Shorekeeper are the two supports in the game. Verena is a free character. You could get her literally from the selecting card set that they give you, like a little selector pack, or a little selector ticket when you first play the game. You can get Verena from there. There was the early pity banner that you could get Verena from there. You can literally go on standard banner and try and get Verena. Basically, Verena is one of the most important characters, and most accounts is going to have Verena. But if you don't, I mean, there's a high chance of you getting Verena just by even missing 50/50s on different character banners. So that is another like extremely free to play character that works with her team. So yes, her team is extremely free to play. Her weapon is extremely free to play, and her team investment is incredibly low. So as I said, for Sanhua, you don't really need a lot of investment for her. That goes for Verena as well. In fact, it goes even more for Verena. For Verena, the only thing you need on her is enough ER to pretty much just get out her ult in every rotation. Like, the character is absurdly good. Now, if you're struggling with survivability, you can level up her talents and so forth to try and get more healing out of her, right? Because Verena also heals. She also does coordinated attack. When you press her ult, she will do coordinated attacks. If you want a little bit more damage, I wouldn't really recommend it, but you can invest into Verena to the point where her coordinated attacks will do more for your team, right? If you're struggling with content. But I promise you, you won't need it with Camellya on your team. It's always better to go just hyper invest into Camellya, make sure she is stacked as possible, and all you really need is just a very mid Verena and a very mid Sanhua, and they will do everything else you need. Just to buff her up, she will do the carrying. Now, those are all the goods I had to say about Camellya. Now, I want to get into the bads. Now, she doesn't really have a lot of bads because she's one of the best characters that you can possibly pick up in Wuthering Waves right now, just because of the fact that everything I just mentioned, right? Now, one of the bads about Camellya is that in this age, right, we've been getting a lot of characters that can play main DPS and sub DPS. Cantorell is a perfect example. Brent is a perfect example. They can play main DPS, sub DPS, and even support. They're not the best support, but they do heal, so they can proc like even the healing echo set in like very niche situations. Camellya cannot do that. She is stuck to the DPS role. She's not a very good sub DPS. She is an extremely strong main DPS. So if you're looking for more versatile characters that can cover different stuff, you could maybe skip Camellya. I wouldn't really recommend it because of all the things I've stated so far between her teams being free to play and her weapon being free to play. But if you're looking for a character that can cover more than one role and not only be played as just this very strong main DPS, Camellya might not be for you, because she's just a really, really good main DPS character. Now, we're going to be talking, the next negative thing that we're going to be talking about is the fact that she can be very immobile. Now, at first I thought she was very mobile, grappling around, she's like ziplining around with her little strings and everything, but for the majority of Camellya's damage, she is going to be perfectly still, spinning while doing that damage. She won't be moving around too much. So in certain contents, if you're getting punished too much, you may need to invest a little bit more into Verena's healing to keep her alive if you're struggling with certain contents, but for the majority, you won't really need to worry about it. But yes, she is immobile. Also, she is very, or do you say, floaty. She's a floaty type character. Similar to Brant, Camellya is going to be like the grappling around in the air with all her strings and everything, and that may be a turn off for certain people. I personally don't really mind it, but again, that is subjective. People might not like it, so I figured I would mention this as well. She is a very like floaty character, so if you don't really like the whole floaty character zipping around, she may not be for you. And honestly, guys, those are the only two negatives, or maybe three depending on you look at it, negatives that I could come up with for Camellya. Other than that, the character is fantastic. I definitely think this should be a pickup for people that are struggling in Wuthering Waves specifically. Like, you can get a lot of teams to deal with TOA, but for Wuthering Waves, you need a little bit more niche teams to be squeezing out those extra points, right? And yeah, that is pretty much going to be it. I do think she's a must, not a must pick up. I do think you should pick her up. I think she's a good character. She covers a lot of different, she covers the two main hardest events. Her team's free to play and everything. I do think she's an amazing character. For anybody that's interested in her, I would recommend it. Pick her up. And that is going to be it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's anything I missed down in the comment section below. And with all being said, I want you guys to like the video, comment, subscribe, help the video hit the algorithm, help support the channel. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, boys.